Hello, all my beautiful friends. This is Sandy, the Sunroom Stitcher, coming to you from the very cold folds of the lilac thicket. And it is like 25 degrees outside or something like that. Oh, brr. And it is Monday, the 20th of December, 2021. It's 8:35 in the morning, and you'll see me from a different perspective. I'm sitting on my lovely love seat, and I'm holding in my hand a candle. It's a Christmas candle for you, so that the light of the Lord will shine on your celebration of His 2021st birthday celebration. How about that? I don't think any of us will be remembered in 2021 years as Jesus Christ has been remembered. He is my Lord and He is my Savior. And He brings this beautiful light into my life every day. And especially on days like this when I get to share it with all of you. So we're going to set this beautiful candle aside. And I'm going to take a swig of my Diet Pepsi before we get started. I've only been up maybe 30 minutes, got dressed, brushed my hair, believe it or not. Brushed my teeth, let the dogs out, gave them more food. And it's just darn cold out there. But it is winter. First day of winter is tomorrow. It'll be the shortest day of the year. And then daylight gets longer and longer after that, and that suits me just fine. It's been an up and down week, or last 2 weeks. Good things, bad things, or things, they're not really, well, they are bad, but yeah, my sister-in-law has COVID-19, and so my brother and their grandson who lives with them and their great-granddaughter have been exposed to it. Actually, Lillian is feeling a little bit better. She's hopefully on her way up, but we have postponed our family celebration because it won't be Christmas without my brother and his family. So, and we have a very small family. There were 4 children. I'm the oldest. And then my sister is the youngest. She's 10 years younger than I am. Then we have my brother who passed, who's right next to me in age, and then my youngest brother. And none of us had children, but my youngest brother did marry a lady who had 2 kids. And so my brother is, for all intensive purposes, their father. So anyways, I've been praying for Lillian, and she is getting better, and that's a good thing. We're going to be having a family breakfast just for myself and my husband and my sister and her husband, Mom, and then my sister's father-in-law who just lost his wife. We're going to have a Christmas breakfast on Saturday, and that's for my mom more than anything else, because it's so important to her. And let's see, my mom got her stair chair in, so she won't be taking any more falls. That's great news. And so let's start on the stitching front. And as I've reported to you, I have been working on Patricia Andrelet's Gloria. And it is from the Cross Stitch and Country Craft magazine, November, December 1995. and it's just gorgeous. But I'll tell you what, this picture just doesn't do it justice. And as you'll be able to see, the top border has been stitched, and I've started on the big O, and it's been a challenge, I'll tell you that. The blending filament is pretty much in every single stitch that I've done, or it is in every single stitch that I've done, and so it's slow going, but that's okay. I'm savoring the stitches, and it is absolutely stunning. And what I'll probably do is I will probably make a video like I did the last time, just showing you the progress. Inside of the sew, I had all of the little motifs stitched inside of here, and realized they were up too far by one square. So I tore it all out, and I'm putting it back in. You know, you're going to have errors like that. And Leslie said, well, will it make that much difference? And I learned a long time ago, it does make a difference. If it's something I can see, I will languish over it for years. And I did that with another Patricia Anderle piece, the O Come All You Faithful. On the lettering, the curly Q down at the bottom of the F wasn't correct. And I thought, oh, I'll be able to live with it. And so I had it framed, and every time I look at that piece, all I see is the mistake. So better to spend a little extra time and pull it out, restitch it, than to rue its existence. So anyways, but it's a beautiful piece, and it does look like the colors are so rich and beautiful, and the sparkle, you can't see the sparkle. You just really can't. You can see it in the fabric. So I'll make a little video about that. And let's see. I did buy some stash, I guess you could say. I was having such a time with this that I thought, well, let me pull up my rainbow gallery. And so I pulled out and I looked, and I had all but 5 of the colors in rainbow gallery that I thought would work. So I went ahead and I ordered the other 5, and actually I spent $23.59 on 7 cards of treasure braid, because on the silver I ordered 2 just to make sure I had enough, because the silver is in all of the lettering on here. And after the order was fulfilled and was sent back to me, or it was on the way back to me, I decided, well, let me, on the down part of the, or the right side of the, depending on how you look at it, it's left on here, side of the border, let me try that. And gold, because I had the gold, it looked horrible, absolutely horrible. So it didn't match what had already been stitched, and I wasn't about to pull everything out and start over again. So it was too wide, and so what I was wanting, what it really needed to be for me, if I would have started out with a rainbow gallery to begin with, that would have been one thing. But it was too wide, and what I should have known better, that it's a little bit wider, the treasure braid's a little bit wider, and was thinking it was going to be about the diameter or the thickness of a strand of sewing thread, and it's not. It's much thicker than that. So I thought, I spent $23. I didn't need to, but I figure I will have those to use in a future project, and I'm just going to marshal on with the neck. So let's take a look here. I just wanted to reflect on everything that I've stitched for this year. It's really been a wonderful stitching year for me. I've worked on 21 different projects, and 2 whips have been finished, which would be the day nymph and my curtain tiebacks, which I absolutely love. That's such a wonderful way to have my stitching displayed. And I fully finished the curtain tiebacks, and then my flag city, which I finished into. It was a free design by La-Di Da, and I finished it into a wall pocket and put red, white, and blue flowers in it. I've got it hanging up on my door here. So I also finished the shamrocks, 4th of July, which was the Alita's design, Alleluia, which was the bookmark, a Freebie Spooky 2 by Heart in Hand, the Bee Sampler by Pinker and Pumpkin, Yankee Doodle Ducky, Hand Blessings, I believe, Willow Tree Sampler from Stitches from the Heart, Curtain Tiebacks, which was just a collection of different flowers, Day Nymph, which was by Mirabilia, or what's her, Nora Corbett, Spooky, which was a freebie by Celia Turner, Cupid, which was a little pink freebie. He's a little pink cherub blowing like dandelion seeds. Cocoa Snowman, which was the ornament for my mom. Give Thanks, was that Heart in Hand? I don't remember. Star of Bethlehem, which was the freebie. It was the pearl silk on a navy Lugana, and I believe, which was the last one that I stitched on. Others that are like works in progress, Festive Feathers, that Hannah kit that I don't know that I'll ever finish that. Pink, which I restarted. Destiny, which I worked on in January. Winter Blues by Just Nan. Welcome Easter, Priv Jardin, and then of course Gloria, the Androle. Let's see. I also this year created my stitching journal, which is what I'm looking at here. And I organized my happy room, cleaned and organized my happy room. And I've organized my overdyed flosses. So I feel like I have really accomplished some things, and somebody might not think that's a lot, but I've enjoyed everything. I mean, there's just joy in it. I've savored it. It's been a joyful experience. But one thing I was really glad of is that I did this stitching journal with pictures and samples of threads and fabrics and little details about what was going on in my life while I was stitching it. And I think it's a great idea, and didn't really cost me anything because I had the notebook. Now, I did buy some more of these competition notebooks. They were, I think they were 4 for $1 at back to school time, so I bought like 4 of them. So yeah. Let's see, what else? I wanted to talk about I'm not going to call it a giveaway because it's really not a giveaway, but it has to do with comments. What I'm going to do this next year is for when you comment on my videos, I'm going to put your name in a baggie. And you might see 4 of my videos, comment on 4 of my videos, and I'll put your name in 4 times. And then at some point, I'm going to draw a name. And then what I'll do, I will have stitched something and finished something. Is something personal that I've done. It could be something that I do stitch, I've already stitched, or I will stitch, and it'll be finished up into, I don't know, maybe a stand-up. It'll be a little something, not a big something, but a little something. And then I will ask you for your address, and I will send it to you. And this could happen once a month, it could happen every 3 months, it could happen every 6 months. It might just happen once next year. But it's just a way to show me or show you how much your input, your comments, your love mean to me. And so it'll be just a little something I've stitched. It might be something that goes in a little tiny frame. It might be a scatter pin. I don't know what it'll be, but that's what I'm going to do, and that will start with my next video, which my next video will be due on January 3rd, but I have a doctor's appointment that day, so I don't think that I'll get a video made on Monday, January 3rd. It'll probably be Tuesday the 4th, could be Wednesday the 5th. And I'm really excited about this because I saw they had circle lights on sale at Walmart. They had one for $16. And I ordered it, and I was hoping it would come tomorrow, but it's not going to come till Wednesday. So when I do my next video, I'll have a circle light, so better lighting, so you can see like the colors and the sparkle and stuff on Gloria. How cool will that be? So you don't really have to do anything except for comment starting the next YouTube video. Just tell me what you're working on. Tell me something that's going on in your life. Give me a suggestion on what you might like to hear me talk about. Maybe you have a question about something in my life, like, I don't know, like what was my first job, or, you know, just little random silly trivia kind of things. You know, I'm not going to answer things that are extremely personal, and by that I say intimate kind of things. I'm not going to answer that, but I certainly will share with you whatever you'd like to know, as long as it's in good taste. So, let's see. Now, there are three, well, let's see here. I'm looking at, okay. There are some freebie sites that I wanted to share with you today. And one of them is Smart Stitch. The links are down in the comments, or the comment box. This is Smart Stitch Cross Stitch. There are over 100 free designs on there, and they aren't small little designs. We're talking about really substantial kind of pieces. They have all sorts of subjects. They're graphs, when you download them and then you print them off. They're lovely printouts. I believe on the Smart Stitch you get, in the download, it's a black and white symbol chart and a color chart. So, I mean, they're well done charts. So you want to go over there, and I think there were actually about 160 free designs. What I would suggest to you is that in the search criteria, you put $0, because that's what you're interested in. Is you're interested in the free ones. Put $0 in both of the boxes, from and to, and then it should bring up all the free designs available. The second thing I wanted to share with you is the Tip Junkie. That she has a really cool site. It not only has cross stitch freebies, but it has other kind of helpful tips, life hacks, those kind of things. I was really impressed with some of her cross stitch freebies that she has on there. So that'll be something that you'll want to check out. I mean, there's cooking, there's crafts, that kind of thing. And DMC had a really cute freebie. It was four pom-pom ornaments. They were so cute. There was a Brussels sprout with a crown on it. There was a snowman. There was a red-nosed reindeer, and I can't remember what the fourth was. Cute, on the DMC site, and they were on all of the DMC sites: the USA, the UK, the French, the Italian, the Spanish. They were on all of the different DMC sites. And just so you know, the DMC sites, they can have different, a few different designs on there, so that another one doesn't have. And this is one, this site I am so impressed with. It is a German site. It's called Palco Lab. And actually, what, I'll show you one of the designs. Look at that autumn there, or the welcome. Those leaves are like autumn colors. I love that. That is so cute. And then this one was the one that really caught my attention. Yep. Oh, I had it upside down. My home. My home is my Lord's home. And I am so taken by that. I want to stitch that next. And she has stitch alongs every year. Now, the one that I liked, I won't say the best, but there were two of them. That one, I couldn't get a picture of it. It's like a red work stitch along. And this one, it's like 5 words. and that's not a very good picture or printout, but gives you an idea. You can choose your colors: joy, love, hope, peace, faith, and grace. I guess that's 6 words. Or 7. Anyways, I love that also. So, and there are a lot of designs. You have to go through page by page. But actually, I thought you save the graph and then you just print it out like a photograph. And so they come out pretty well. So anyways, and I also as always, I talk about Bible in a year because starting with Ascension's Bible in a Year podcast, I've committed, like less than a half an hour each day to listen to the Bible read by Father Michael Schmidt, who's a Catholic priest. It's read in chronological order, which is different than how it's written and in the Bible. It's not in that order. It's not in chronological order, and it makes so much sense. And then Father Mike, after he gives his the reading of the day, he'll talk just a little bit about it, and he explains things so well. And from the very first one that I heard, day 1, it has changed my life. Leslie has said the same thing. She started after I did, but it's changed her life too. And it's like, it's hard to say. It sparks your curiosity, but about things in the Bible, but the references to the Bible, or for instance, last night I was watching Ben-Hur with I can't think of his name. The famous actor Ben-Hur. He was also Moses in the 10 Commandments. He's passed now. But anyways, I was watching Ben-Hur, and I had seen it before, and really, it was just a movie, but little did I realize when I started it again, when I watched it last night, that it was about Jesus, and how Ben-Hur's life was intersected by Jesus, who was alive at that time. And there were things in it, there were mentions of Jesus, and I said, I know that. I've learned that and retained it. It's important to me. But one of the things that really struck me is on the outside of Jewish homes, there's a mezuzah. And in the mezuzah, there's a handwritten verse from Deuteronomy. And basically, it says that you need to remember that when you leave the house to behave yourself in accordance to God's law. And then when you enter the house, you're supposed to continue on with that behavior. But also that there's supposed to be a mezuzah at the threshold of every room in your home, in a Jewish home, so that you're reminded when you walk into that room, God's watching, and you are supposed to behave in that same godly manner. And when I saw that, because Ben-Hur would walk out of the house, and he would put his hand on that mezuzah, and he would kiss it, and it was several times in the movie, and I thought, I know what that is. I know what that means. But and events such as the when after Jesus has been convicted by Pontius Pilate and he's carrying the cross up to Golgotha, and he trips and he falls, and somebody gives him a cup of water. And in the movie it was Ben-Hur who had given Jesus the cup of water, but the Roman soldiers kept pushing him back. They didn't want him anywhere near Jesus. But then it just amazes me how much reading the Bible, hearing the Bible read to me, has just absolutely changed everything in my life. Everything. From my relationship with strangers, to my relationship with my husband, to my relationship with you, with other people. Yeah, it's amazing. So, I guess what I wanted to close with is this. And it has to do with Jesus being the light. He's the light for the world. He has been for probably longer than 2021 years, because his coming was prophesied in the Bible long before, thousands of years before he was born. But he's the light, and his light shines, and nothing, not all the darkness in the universe, can extinguish the light of this candle, or the light of the Lord. And I want that light, the light of the Lord, to shine on all of you. And I want you to have the most blessed Christmas with you and your family. And remember why we celebrate Christmas. And so this is the verse from John 8:12. When Jesus spoke again to the people, and he said, "I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will never walk in darkness, but will love the light of life." Remember me saying, and it reminded me of the saying that all the darkness in the world cannot extinguish the light of one small candle. So now I want you to go out, and I want you to be the light. I want people to see your light, the Lord's light, shine through you as you walk through your everyday life. And from my humble home, I wish you just the blessings of the Lord in this wonderful holiday season. May they be yours forever and ever.